So it's been an amazing time in real estate, Corinne.
We
this
have
last
certainly
quarter.
been busy. It's been a terrific time.
Been incredible. I think the significant change that we've seen is the amount of buyers that are coming from outside the area. We go back 18 months, 2 years ago, probably 60% of our buyers were from a 10k radius. But now they seem to be coming from out of the area, from down in the suburbs, where I think the medium density housing and the apartments are really driving them out, and the prices they've been getting for their properties have been amazing. They come with a lot more in their pocket.
And they're seeing what great value the hills certainly offers. We've got a lifestyle, we've got a fantastic breath of fresh air, I suppose, when you call it. When people move up here, they're moving to a lifestyle, not just buying a house. They're buying a home to raise their children in and stay a long, long time. We've got infrastructure, great schools, great places. Look where we are now, Trevor. We're at Coonara Springs, which is pretty special. Garden's amazing.
$5 million plus properties were sold in February. Once upon a time that would take a year. Now it's taken a month, and I think almost $10 million worth of property sold from our little office here in Olinda is just an amazing statistic.
People are discovering what they can buy for their money out here, and it's seen a huge impact on the prices, pushing them up, especially in the last couple of months. So we've certainly had a busy time. I think that can be said across the group.
Right across the Bell operating area, right through the Dandenong Ranges and Yarra Valley, we've had over $80 million worth of property sales, over 140 properties sold in this last quarter.
Yes, and actually if you look at the REA stats, Tacoma and Mount Dandenong are the fastest selling suburbs in Australia. So that's quite a feat.
That is an incredible stat.
Pryan Road, for an example, we had a property that we had on the market 3 days, a 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom, beautiful storybook cottage, and we sold well above the range anticipated at $1,175,000, and happy buyers in 3 days, 4 offers. I think that epitomises what is happening in the hills at the moment.
Well, I think one of the fundamental reasons why we're being so successful at the moment is people have discovered this area, and what a beautiful area to be in, what a beautiful area to live in, what a beautiful area to raise a family.
Yeah, we're very lucky. Well, I'm very privileged to be at this stunning homestead with the owner, Sally Whitford. Tell us a little bit about the history of Coonara Springs and this gorgeous restaurant and property that you've brought back to life.
Coonara Springs has had a history of entertaining since the 1920s, and it's reputed to be one of the oldest restaurants in the hills. So we feel very privileged to be its new owners.
I have to ask the obvious question, what would encourage you to buy a property like this?
Well, we moved to the Dandenong Ranges 6 years ago. We just fell in love with the region, only 45 minutes from Melbourne, all this beautiful greenery and views and history.
Gorgeous.
And we also fell in love with the community here. Our kids all go to the local schools, and we've met great people, and everyone has been extremely supportive in our new venture here at Coonara Springs.
Well, that's good to hear. Look at this spectacular garden, Sally. Tell us how it integrates back to the restaurant.
Yes, we're very lucky to have 7 acres here, Corinne, and
fabulous.
We have a working kitchen garden, an acre and a half of our own produce, where Adrian actually grows from seed to the plate, and our menu is dictated by what is growing in the garden at the time.
Beautiful.
And we've actually also just built our own smokehouse, and that's one of Chef Adrian's specialities, is he loves to smoke his own meat and his own fish. So a lot of what is on the menu we produce from scratch at the restaurant.
It's what the hills is all about.
It is, and yes, why wouldn't you? We have the space, we have the land, and so a lot of what we produce here is ends up on the diner's plate.
Lovely. So Sally, tell us about some of the offerings of the restaurant.
Yes, well, we've got a few different offerings. So on a Wednesday we have a locals night, and it's a chef's day where the menu changes every week depending on what's growing in our garden and what's available locally. And we're open Wednesday through to Sunday, and at the weekends we often have live music in the garden and events. And we're a fine dining Australian traditional cuisine restaurant. So what we're trying to do here is bring history back to the hills, and we really enjoy meeting people in the local community on a Wednesday and visitors to the region and people from all over the world visiting Coonara Springs.
Oh, look, thank you, Sally, for telling us your story about why you came here and why you never want to leave. Thank you.
At Bell Real Estate, we love being involved with the community, and particularly the Olinda Football Club, which we've been involved with for many years. John, love you to tell us a bit about the success of the club last year.
Last year we had great success with a relatively new coach in the area, at the club, and whereby we had 2 senior teams play off in the grand final. Our seniors unfortunately were defeated, and our seconds won well in the grand final, which was a great achievement. We also had netball girls in the finals that didn't win grand finals, unfortunately, but that's room now for improvement for this year. Of course, we can only get better.
And there's been a big change since the netballers joined the footballers and the culture of the club.
The culture of the Olinda Football Club has changed significantly since I started here some 60 years ago, where it was a boys' boozy club. But now, so help me, with the foresight of the league, which now organised netball girls to be involved with football clubs, has just made it now a huge, big friendly family atmosphere here now, with wives, girlfriends, children, babies, all involved in the club. So the culture now is extraordinarily well accepted in the community as such.
So John, what sort of changes have you seen over your 60 years of being involved with the club?
I think primarily the major change that we've seen here in the 60 years is the improvement of the ground from a mud heap and a slanting, sloping area. Also with the new club rooms, which has been a huge change in the area over that 60-year period, from having a little grandstand over behind the goals to a crumbling old building here that we voluntarily built ourselves, to the stage where it nearly fell down. And then of course we were able to build this new building with sponsorship from people. Major sponsors contributed to it. The Dandenong Ranges Community Bank put in $250,000 towards this building.
Wow.
Look, our major sponsors have been fantastic. People like Bells that are continually behind the scenes now come on board as a major sponsor. This club would not exist without sponsorships like this. Not only do they put money into the establishment of the football club, but they're putting it into the community and the welfare of the kids in the area. They're looking after so many other people that probably wouldn't be here if we'd be out in the streets doing the normal things that naughty people do, whereby sponsorships like this gives the club rooms, and they're looking after the community as well as the football club.
Well, thanks for joining us today, John. Really appreciate you coming over here and having a chat about the club and what it means to you. Good on you.
Good on
Thanks,
you, Trevor.
John.
Thanks a lot.